Welcome to the Zach and Mary YouTube channel. I am Zach. We greatly appreciate you guys stopping by. This week, we're on the other side of the world, the land down under, and Mary has gotten her very first red stag, and it is my turn with bow in hand. I have 2.5 days to see if I can get my very first red deer with a bow or any weapon. And also, you never know when an Australian pub might save your life, so be responsible out there. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, drop us a comment.
Go to 6.6. So that is the ultimate of red deer hunting.
Wow. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Well, it is our second morning in one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, and the rain has subsided. The sun is starting to poke through, and Mary was out here drinking coffee earlier and heard a stag roar, and then me and Peter were just hanging out and saw him, and we were giving him a look, and he reckons he's an older one and that we should go have a crack at him. So it's not taking me long to put my bow together, shoot a couple arrows, and go see if we can get close to him. I've never hunted red stag. I've filmed it one time, so I'm a newbie, but I'm pretty excited to go stretch my legs and see if we can get close to one anyhow. I'm level 10 out of 10 excited right now to be in Australia with a bow in my hand, free run on a property that has red stag. I mean, I've watched videos and videos of doing this, and unless you know and get to be friends with somebody like Peter and have somebody that kind of holds your hand and gets you to the right area, you just don't know. So to be here, bow in hand, free run, I am freaking out right now. I'm so excited, and that stag looked pretty good, so hopefully he starts roaring now that the weather's leveling out and we can find him. I don't know what kind of luck it would take for me to arrow one of my first outing, but sure would be cool. If you'd have told me I'd be doing this 10 years ago, I'd have said, you're silly, just silly. Here we are. It's turkey season at home, but it's the rut in Australia. Dude has a bit of an attitude towards these trees, it seems. We're working our way up the mountain. We're gonna try to hook over top of him and come down in on him. Hopefully once we top over, we'll be able to hear him if he's roaring. I haven't heard anything since we were back on that side. Cutting across this hillside. Ty was behind me a bit, and I just saw his rack at 25 yards straight above me. I don't think he saw us or heard us. He just went. He cut up a bit. Freaking game of inches. We were 10 minutes later or 10 minutes earlier, we'd have probably been in better position. We were side hilling up, and he was coming to us. We met head on. About 25 yards, I could just see his rack. Cow. He roared after that. I don't think he saw us, but our wind was all right. He roared, but I have no idea where he went, so. That was a pretty good bush bash for us. Made a big loop, ran right into the stag we were after. Did not work out, but the day's young. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I think we're gonna have a good feed, think about it, and go back after it. And I'm told we got a good spot lined up, so I'm hopeful for today. And this weather has cleared up and it is beautiful. And the weather did say it was gonna suck today, so I'm glad to see it. I'm always having a great time. Hey Molly, come here. You wanna splash? Your turn. Pete sent me on my trial hunt, of which I failed. So now he's getting involved. We're gonna go meet up with some of his friends, and he reckons it's gonna be quite the eventful afternoon. So I'm 10 out of 10 excited, maybe 12 out of 10. And the weather, I mean, it's just starting to rain now, but it's been beautiful all day, so hopefully it holds. What you reckon?
Be good, mate.
Have a look in there. Oh boy. Gosh. Wow. Pretty impressive. If I was a bachelor, this is probably what my house would look like.
Well, Kev was a bachelor until recently.
That's why it's a mess. Yeah. It is.
Or if I was a better hunter, maybe.
Years of hunting in here.
That's a big boy there, huh?
Yeah, I reckon.
That's cool.
I've managed to shoot 2 8.9s in my life. That's one, and that's the other one above the telly. I need a telly.
Been fun with Pete the last couple of days, learning more about the deer and the history of the deer in themselves. Pretty cool.
It's pretty unique. There's an art in it, the same as all hunting, I suppose. We've been pretty fortunate to have good blocks and just manage the blocks. That's one of the biggest things.
So we spent a lot of time talking to Clark about just the kind of the culture behind it and the mindset of the people. And if you could ever shift that to where they see them as a renewable resource that has a value, let them get age on them, let them grow.
That's always the problem, but you get that many idiots that just want to destroy it, you know what I mean? We never shot trophies for years. One stage all we did was spent time every year just shooting culls.
Well, need a coal shot. I'm your guy. I'm the coal
We'll
guy.
Look and show you.
Never shot a red deer. It's not time to be picky. Anytime you find yourself in a rural setting and you meet an old boy that has his house with 0 wall space and all with big animals, you know you're in the right spot. I don't think he can fit another red deer on that wall, so maybe that's why he's letting other people come and hunt. But super excited, and we're with 2 good ones. Here in Australia, you would call Pete a good, what would they call him? They'd call Pete a top bloke, and I think Kevo is fitting in that same category. They're pretty easy to tell. They care deeply about the land. They care a lot about the animals. They put in more than they take back, and they like to see other people have success and have fun getting after them. So I surely appreciate that, and I'm excited to be here. I feel quite honored, actually. And he said there's been quite a few around, so hopefully we get in on one and make a good shot and have a great day. And we drove through town, so we'll get some celebratories on the way back.
So straight up here, this gully splits into 2. But this is where all the hinds were, just not yesterday, the day before, just here.
Yeah.
That 6 is floating around here somewhere. I'm pretty confident he's one of these 2 in here.
Yeah.
That's just sort of knowing his movements.
Sound like monsters. It's quite a bit warmer today. It's probably 75 degrees, so we're sweating a bit. The best way to think of this is like we're elk hunting and it's early September. It's warm and they're just starting to get fired up. So keep pushing.
Yeah, we'll head for the... Keep getting up a bit higher to see if we can get a beat on where he is. Got a lot better chance of coming down from top of him than coming up from below him. sneak down that edge there, mate. Head for that big tree. I think he's just in there somewhere on that side. I'll stay behind you. Try and, if I see him, I'll try and. But he's just in that bottom there somewhere. As soon as I got here, as soon as I got to the tree behind, walked through that gap, and as soon as you called, he bolted that way towards her. He did? Yeah. I didn't get a good look at him, but I mean, he must have been just on the other side of it. Not ready for a challenge yet, that's what it was. I probably should have just full and called him. That's why I'm always in two minds. I probably rushed it then, because when you're close, when they're really fired up and going, you can roar them, but sometimes if you run like that, they off. He won't be far through there, but he's too busy chasing her. But we got Paul Buckley's chance now. We're probably 45 yards from him though, so at least we got that part right. It's not what I like. Just a little thick. We had 2 or 3 roaring. We went after the wrong one. We got in tight, but he just didn't want to play, so we went up and now we go down. Looks like there's a storm blowing in. We probably got 45 minutes left, so we're hiking it down to where another one roared. Try to get one last crack in. It's crazy walking through here. It's so different to me. It's kind of like chasing an echoing monster that's just a figment of your imagination. You think they're there, but they're not. And they're pretty scary. I don't know what they look like. We gave that a pretty big effort. We went on a pretty good bush bash there. And we were amongst them. For a while, it seemed like they were everywhere that we were not. We finally got on that one, but it just did not swing our way. But we put in a good effort and saw some beautiful country. And I very much appreciate these fellows letting me come here. Hopefully I get to come back one day. And hopefully I get to shoot a red deer one day. But if not, pretty cool experience either way. When we left, this was not like this. Now we're trying to figure out if the truck will get through that without us winding up over there. Land Cruisers is pretty heavy, but gosh dang, that's running. Looks like we need one of those 40 kayaks. That's pretty long. Yeah, like you can tell right there in the middle it. Problem is Mary and Molly are on that side somewhere. "18-year-old me would have crossed that creek and it would have been fine, but 35-year-old me is going to use that as an excuse to go to the pub and drink some beer. Mary can wait. We're going to have some beers, and by the time we get back, the creek should be fine. Probably would have been fine anyway." Check this out. We got this fella.
I'll wear my cowboy hat next time.
So we met the owner of the pub, John.
Leave me out of it.
He told us we ordered the wrong thing, so he brought us steaks. He didn't know we were vegetarians, but we're still gonna eat it.
Did you have a quick look at the back?
Well, hope for the best. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. The lesson to learn from this is whenever you encounter such a dangerous, precarious situation, do the responsible thing. Go to the pub, have a few beers, make sure you get home safe to your family. "5:30 in the morning. It's our last morning in Queensland. We're flying to Darwin this afternoon, so we have to leave here at like 10 a.m. I think. We had one last morning, one last two raw. We're gonna go back in where we were first thing yesterday and see if we can catch that stag again. With any luck, we'll fire an arrow and it'll be a great day. But if not, it's still been a pretty dang cool trip. I'm excited for the next leg, because the next leg is going to be a wild adventure. The world is waking up, and the stag are too. We just had one roar, probably 300 yards in front of us. And the way the wind is, it's kind of pushing this way. But as soon as the sun pops up, it's going to start pulling up. So we're going to race alongside of him, try to get above him, and kind of cut into him. So. This is the same ridge where we got on a stag yesterday. So we're just up on top glassing this morning. We have one roaring 300-400 yards away. But this is perfect country to have a set of binos like this. This is the Frontier 10x42 laser range finding binos. For bow hunting, it's quite nice just to be able to pick ranges as you go. But I'm keeping it in their harness. And just in case, I'm also keeping a little laser rangefinder right here that I'll just have dangling at my side for easy before I shoot. So, big country, you need some good glasses, good spectacles. Big country. It's like a needle in a haystack when they're not talking. Pretty incredible couple of days in Queensland. Mary's hunt was like it was just meant to be. She hunted the morning right before the bad weather hit, and they were just losing their minds. It rained a ton, and then it got hot, and they've kind of shut down. But I was still able to walk around in this country with a bow in hand and hear some roaring, so pretty incredible experience. I was just kind of pinching myself because pretty surreal just to be here. But now I have a really good excuse to come back and hang out with my friends, Peter, and even maybe go see Kevin again. But for now, we're gonna pack up, get on the road. We have quite a journey today. We're flying to Darwin. The flights to Darwin don't leave until the middle of the night. You don't get there till like 2 in the morning. So we'll sort out our accommodation, book our flights, figure out how to get there, and then we'll meet up with our good compadre Carlito, and no telling what he has in store for us. The Northern Territory is always an adventure, so here we go, here we go.
Right here we all thank heaven for God's grocery store.